It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the national... The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They'll run on 1st down. It's French, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Pick up 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 1. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Armadillos have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. On third down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On a return, it's Hyde. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's long. On third down, French. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hyde. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, it's French. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Back to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down. So in
own territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And Graham's got it. Complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, French. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Jackson, option right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Jackson throwing once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's French. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's French. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called up the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. French. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got long over the middle, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's French. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? The throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
But Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he stopped immediately there. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. French, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, French. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 39. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Armadillos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Walker. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Throw right side. He's complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out the 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Houston's offense taking over again. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's long. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's French. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos have yet again retaken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's French. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Walker. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sand. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's caught by Ware. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. They'll keep it on the ground. French. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 1st down, it's French. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. French. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Houston.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.